Hello, I'm United States Senator Saxby Chambliss. Welcome again to our weekly YouTube address. Last week was tax day. We were once again reminded that every April 15, tax-paying Americans are required to write a check to the federal government. Well, I am the sponsor of the FairTax in the United States Senate, and what I want to do as the primary advocate for the FairTax in the Senate is to make April 15 just another normal day in your life every single year. We can do that by passing the FairTax and changing our current income tax system from the complex, cumbersome, unfair tax system that we have into a system that takes into account how much you earn and how much you spend, and allows you to decide how much of that money you earn that you'll pay in taxes versus the federal government dictating to you how much you pay in taxes. We had a rally on the front of the United States Capitol where several members of the House and the Senate got together and advocated for the passage of the FairTax. Is it going to happen soon? No, it's not. It's going to take some time yet. But we're going to continue to push this ball down the court because the current code that we call the Internal Revenue Code is unfair and it's inequitable. We're going to be on a break here beginning the end of this week, and I'm going to be taking a trip that's going to be the first of a kind. The chairman and ranking member of the House Intelligence Committee, along with the chairman Dianne Feinstein and myself as vice chairman of the Senate Intelligence Committee, are going to be taking a trip together that's never been done before. We're going to be going to Afghanistan to visit with our intelligence community there, also with our men and women who wear the uniform of the United States, to tell them with their boots on the ground how much we appreciate the great job that they're doing, the sacrifices that they and their families are making. We're also going to go to Pakistan because you cannot decouple Pakistan from Afghanistan. I am concerned about the leadership in both those countries. We'll have an opportunity to meet with the respective presidents of both Afghanistan and Pakistan, and just to find out what they think about the current state of affairs there. We'll be talking with our military leadership, and primarily we'll be talking with our intelligence community from the United States that is working so hard, just like our men and women in uniform, to protect you and I as Americans, both domestically and abroad. We're also going to be visiting India because there is obviously a conflict of interest between India and Pakistan that has existed for a long time. And we're curious about what that relationship is today, how it's impacting our intelligence gathering operations in that part of the world. Today on the floor of the United States Senate, we passed a postal reform bill. The U.S. Postal Service is broke. All of us have had problems from time to time with the delivery of mail, whether it's the speed of delivery or losing something or whatnot. Those are minimal issues compared to the overall fiscal problems that the United States Postal Service faces. This postal bill that passed today, in my opinion, does not address those issues. The U.S. Postal Service is going to lose about $6 billion this year, another $6 billion next year, and eventually the U.S. taxpayer is going to be on the hook for a huge bill if we don't make the right kinds of reforms in the Postal Service. We've got an awful lot of very dedicated, very professional men and women working in our Postal Service. We need to make sure that they have the resources they need to do a very professional job each and every day with something as sensitive and as important as the mail delivery in the United States. But we need to make the right kinds of reforms, and very honestly, the bill that was presented on the floor of the Senate, in my opinion, did not do that, and therefore I voted against it. I'm hopeful that once it reaches conference with the House, that the right kind of changes can be made, that we can put the Postal Service back on a firm financial footing, and as we move forward, we can see the quality of service at the U.S. Postal Service improve. Well, thanks very much for tuning in once again. We always appreciate your comments about what we talk about on these weekly addresses, and also your comments about what's going on the floor of the United States Senate. Thank you, and may God bless you.